The president of the International Publishers Association has urged the Chinese government not to take punitive action against Cambridge University Press following the publisher's decision to restore online access to hundreds of academic articles it had been asked to remove by Chinese authorities. CUP yesterday bowed to pressure and announced a U-turn over the scholarly journal China Quarterly. The academic press was criticized by furious scholars around the world after it emerged last week that hundreds of China Quarterly articles, covering taboo topics from Tibet to the Tiananmen Square protests, had been blocked to readers in China, following a request from Beijing's censors. The publisher had initially said that it complied with a request to ensure that other academic and educational material we publish remains available to researchers and educators in this market. Yesterday, CUP said the disputed articles would be made available to Chinese readers, to uphold the principle of academic freedom on which the university's work is founded. The International Publishers Association applauded the move, but President Dr. Michelle Coleman called on China not to punish CUP for its decision. "We applaud the move from Cambridge University Press to restore the censored articles. We ask the Chinese authorities to respect that decision. We urge the authorities not to ban the journal. We stand against censorship," he said. "We are aware there is censorship in China, but we have not seen it in the area of academic publishing, so we were very worried. It is not a good thing for research." In a Chinese-language post on its official account on social media website Weibo, CUP announced its decision and said academic freedom is the overriding principle on which the University of Cambridge is based. However, less than 12 hours later, the statement had disappeared. Tom Phillips at Tom Phillipson, at Cambridge Uni has also announced its decision to push back against Chinese censorship on Chinese social media. In Chinese pic.twitter.com lav6u401 August 22, 2017 CUP deserves every credit for restoring full access to its China Quarterly output, but we wait to see what consequences the publisher will face, said Coleman. It is the IPA's duty to challenge censorship wherever it occurs, because freedom to publish is fundamental to our association and publishers worldwide. State attempts to control the flow of information, especially in the digital space, are short-sighted and misguided. There is no upside to censorship. It simply hampers human progress and stimulates fear and resentment. Kristen Einarsson, chair of the IPA Freedom to Publish Committee, agreed. CUP has done the right thing in withstanding the pressure from Beijing. This attempt to conceal content that contradicts the Chinese Communist Party's preferred narrative was a deplorable attack on academic freedom and the freedom to publish. Both principles are essential to the advancement of the sciences, and indispensable to progressive participative societies and successful knowledge economies. The IPA said it would be talking to its Chinese member, the Publishers Association of China, about the situation. The decision to admit China to the IPA in 2015 was heavily criticized by some, with the German Publishers and Booksellers Association, the Buchhändlerinnen des Deutschen Buchhandels, objecting on the grounds that Chinese publishers are state-owned, and pointing to China's record on free speech issues. "We've already raised our concerns with the PAC about this case. We have regular conference calls with the PAC leadership where we cover lots of issues, and this will be fed into that discussion as well," said a spokesperson for the IPA today.